Right, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today is not going to be a fishing video. It's the middle of December, it's a week till Christmas, and I've asked for a few questions on my Instagram, which is on the screen here. Yeah, I'm going to answer some of them now, just before Christmas. Haven't been fishing in the last month or so. The weather hasn't been very good. Right now it's pouring down rain, windy outside, and yeah, it hasn't been the best fishing conditions, and I haven't really wanted to get out, to be honest. But hopefully in the new year I'll get out and catch some carp. But yeah, I'm just going to answer some questions that people have asked me, and that I get quite a lot on my Instagram and Facebook and other social medias and that. The first question comes in from Elian Day Fishing, and he asks, when are you getting tighter buzz bars? And to be honest, I'm going to get tighter buzz bars. I'm trying to get it down to 3 inches instead of 4 inches. But I don't actually know if my reels will fit onto the alarm, like onto the buzz bars, because at the moment, as you've seen probably in my photos, that they are already going outwards and they don't really fit at the moment. But I could try. I don't know if it will work going any tighter or anything. The amount of comments and stuff I get asking about how I get the middle rod out when I get a take, and the answer is you can't without taking like the left rod or the right rod off first. So you get a take, lift the left rod off, middle one, put the left one back down. It's not very practical, but it looks nice, doesn't it? The next question comes in from Charlie Gardner, and he asks, how long have you been fishing for? And I think I properly started fishing like matches and that, I think about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I'm pretty sure. I just went down to a local club and did a few lessons there which were free. And yeah, I just started getting into match fishing and that sort of like course fishing. Then obviously, like most people do, just progressed into carp fishing, and now I just do carp fishing. That's pretty much what I do now. Thoughts on Topper Manor and best ever memory there? Probably my first double figure carp. I think I caught that from Topper on Wadmill like 3 years ago. Yeah, I just went down with one of my dad's mates. He was teaching me how to carp fish. And yeah, I managed to catch my first double figure carp, which was like 13 pound, 12 ounces off, I think. But yeah, it's good to actually like go from a feeder to like a carp rod and stuff. It's quite good to learn how to do it, and obviously you're stuck with it. So the next question comes in from Ryan Heap, and it says, when are you going to catch a 30 pounder? I don't really know, to be honest. Hopefully the sooner the better, but I just don't fish runs waters like you. Dion Bates on my Facebook asks, a run through on your setup and rigs and go-to baits. And I've probably shown it in a few of my other videos. I only use like 2 rigs. It's obviously the Ronnie rig, which everyone uses. It's just a great pop-up rig and it always presents and stuff. And I also use just a hair rig with a kicker, just fish liner lined, and that always works for like bottom baits or wafter fishing. That's what I use. It's always worked for me, and I've always used it since when I started carp fishing. That's the first rig I use, pretty much like first rig that anyone learns. And yeah, it's been reliable and haven't had any problems with it, so I've just kept on using it. Always fish out on a leg clip, just with a bit of leg core, and then onto the main line. But yeah, I don't really like to complicate my rigs, so I just don't really feel like it's necessary. Callum Painter asks, what is your go-to approach for a new lake? What I'd say is just don't change anything just because it's a new lake or anything. Say you're going to fish a lake with bigger fish in it, don't just change to huge hooks, huge baits and stuff like that. Just stick to what you know, and yeah, if it's worked for you in the past, then it'll probably work again. And if you're confident in a bait or a rig or something, just carry on using it. Anthony Stevenson asks, what career are you looking to go into as a full-time job? And I'm not really sure at the moment. I do like filmmaking for fishing and stuff like that, which would be pretty cool to go into for a fishing company, but I'm not too sure yet. Joe Beaverstock asks, what is the best way to fish for big carp, and what rigs, and what do you like more, I think particle or hemp? When I fish, I usually just use particle, like maize and pigeon conditioner and stuff like that. Hemp can obviously go into that mix as well. Also add some manila oilies or krill oilies, whichever really. They both work, and yeah, just fish a pop-up over the top. I use that pretty much everywhere I go, to be honest, unless it's like a boilie water or something like that. Say top of manor, I'd use boilies, and Northfield I'd use particle. It just depends on the situation really. Tyler asks, why do you put tea bags in your butt rings of your rods? And the tea bags in the butt rings pretty much stop wind liners. So if your bite alarms keep beeping when it's really windy and you can't help it, you just put the tea bags on top of your line and it stops all the wind liners. Charlie Dawkins asks, what was the best fishing moment of 2019? And that was probably the session on Northfield in August when I had 4 fish, including my PB, which was £29, 13 ounces. And yeah, it was a good session, had managed 4 fish and they were all stunning. And yeah, it was a good laugh, all the people that were there, we all caught some nice fish. Yeah, it was good fun. But yeah, to catch PB from my target lake was pretty good after catching most of the small ones from there. Carp Control asks, what are your targets for 2020? I want to catch a 30 pounder, obviously, and I also want to grow my YouTube channel maybe to 2,000 subscribers. I'm not sure, maybe even more, because in the last few weeks we've gone up quite a lot of subscribers, and my last video managed to get over 10,000 views in the first week, which was pretty mind-blowing. But yeah, gained a lot of subscribers and support recently, which I'm very thankful for, so that hopefully we can grow that even more over the next year. Bobby asks, who does your hair? And I can't reveal that to you, Bobby, mate. It's pretty secret, because you know, if you want hair like this, then you've got to go to like some prestige person. I don't really want to give their identity away, mate. Charlie has another question saying, why do you always post the same fish? And Charlie, that is because I haven't caught a carp since August, and I still need to post on my Instagram. And to be honest, what else am I going to post apart from some nice fish, you know what I mean? Yeah, I probably need to go fishing. The last few sessions, I've blanked. Did it 2 nights a few weeks ago on Hightown, blanked. Blanked on Dinton. I haven't really been fishing well at the moment. I probably need to get out more and then I might catch, but with this weather I don't really want to get soaked and freezing cold, to be honest. Ben Sigrist on my Facebook asked, do maggots taste nice? And I haven't actually tasted maggots, but I'm guessing they don't. Yeah. Daltino asks, what weight was that fish when you caught it? The fish on the post I caught at £23, 6 ounces. I think that was in like May or June or something. Yeah, from Hightown. Frank says, I bet that was a shock when that fish popped up. And yes, it was. I didn't really expect it, to be honest. Didn't really fight very hard. It just came pretty much straight in, and then that popped up. I was like, wow, that's pretty scaly. And yeah, it was quite a nice fish, to be honest. That's all the questions I'm going to answer in today's video. If you have any more questions, just leave them in the comments below and I'll answer all of them. And make sure you follow my Instagram and like my Will Aldridge Carp Angler Facebook page to keep up to date with all my fish I catch, which don't make it onto my YouTube channel. And just comment any videos you want to see on my channel which aren't just fishing sessions like this video. If there's any rigs that you want me to talk about or anything like that, I would do that. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you learned a bit more about my fishing, and I'll see you in the next video. Merry Christmas.